Welcome to optiMISE, your ultimate guide to optimizing your offshoring strategy. Join us as we dive deep into the world of outsourcing, sharing insights, strategies, and success stories to help you maximize the potential of your offshore teams. Whether you're new to offshoring or a seasoned expert, your podcast is here to provide you with valuable tips, practical advice, and expert interviews to help you achieve your business goals. Get ready to unlock the full potential of offshoring with optiMISE. For today's episode, Optimum Offshore Operations. We'll talk about the ins and outs of running a successful offshore business operation in the Philippines. With optiBPO's Director of Operations, Tom DeLuna, and its account directors, Jela Denzon and Alvin Gatus, sharing their stories with us. Stay tuned.
Hello everyone, I'm Nat, your host for today. One question that frequently comes our way at optiBPO is how do we expertly plan, build, and manage teams to ensure optimal outcomes for our clients? Well, our answer is simple, ensuring that our offshore operations for our clients run as smoothly as possible. With us today are Tom DeLuna, optiBPO's Director of Operations, along with Jela Denzon and Alvin Gatus, Account Directors. They'll be sharing their stories, experiences, and insights on what it takes to successfully manage a business's offshore operations. Hi everyone, how are you today?
Hello, Nat.
Hi, good to see you all. It's great to see us all together to speak about such a great subject. To get to know everyone a bit, I know in the Philippines it's very common that everyone has a bit of a nickname. Do any of you want to share or what your nicknames are?
Sure. You know what? I'll go first. I go by 3 names. In the Philippines, you can be named by 3 or 4. My full name is Maria Christine Angela, and I go by Jela to make your lives easy. So you can call me Jela, and I'm happy to pass on the mic to the next one.
I'll take it. So I actually have a second name. My second name is Tom, but they oftentimes call me Eugene
Yeah.
or Tommy. So whichever
Tommy.
they are, we're
I
more
didn't know about
comfortable
Tommy.
in calling me. So yeah.
I'll pick up on
Yeah.
Tommy now. I like that one.
Yeah.
What about you, Alvin?
Sure. My name is Alvin, but they used to call me Dudes during my high school. So yeah.
Dudes, he's our dudes. Thank you for sharing all of that, and I think it's great insight into seeing that, you know, in how it's culturally very common for everyone to have nicknames, and it makes it a lot more personable, so I like that. So thank you for all of that. Let's start with you, Tom, today, and my first question is, what exactly constitutes an offshore operation?
Yeah, that's actually a wonderful question, Nat. So let me answer that by saying that business often seek genuine solutions with these. A typical offshore operation involves a managed service with dedicated team members as an extension of their onshore team. We also need a well-defined strategy to manage transition, retaining full business control and supervision. These promotes opportunities that save costs, drive growth, and create success. And this is where OptiBPO takes a pivotal role in partnering with businesses to plan, build, and manage dedicated offshore teams in the Philippines.
Yes, you are very close to your teams in the Philippines and both your clients onshore. So, and to follow up that with that, Tom, what is the distinction really between offshoring and outsourcing?
Yeah, well, now we see outsourcing and offshoring as sustainable options for companies looking to optimize their businesses. They often reduce costs, drive growth, and expand operations. For better understanding and context, outsourcing is delegating work or tasks to a third party service provider, whereas offshoring is taking jobs or operation to another country, typically to leverage or save costs. OptiBPO remains the heartbeat of outsourcing. We manage your outsourcing risk by starting small, clearly defining scope, providing concept, building confidence, and then extending. Here at OptiBPO, we provide tailor-fit solutions to your business needs.
And I think that's what's really key about it and interesting is distinguishing this and actually seeing what each provider can bring and offer to every business. So really appreciate you clarifying that for everyone listening. And Alvin, so what do you believe are the primary challenges associated with managing an offshore operation for the onshore clients that you have experienced and work with?
Sure. Offshore operations for an onshore client can often be a complex pursuit, Nat, and challenges can vary really from different business models up to different industries. Well, charging to my own experience, um, these are the common or most common that we encounter as leaders in this kind of setup. First is, of course, the obvious, which is the time zone challenges. There will be communication gaps for sure. This is a result of time zone challenges, as you may need, of course, to wait. For the other person to get with you on things that you'll be working together. Then the solution that we can see here is that we need to ensure that we manage staffing to have like an overlapping shift especially with teams that need heavy collaboration. One more is to also leverage the asynchronous communication tools like chats, different items like MS Teams, GChats, Slack, and other functionalities there. Then we also have the isolated offshore teams. As your team is set up differently, in this case offshore, it can happen that they are too distant with the company's brand and vision. And as a company or as a partner, what we need to do is to bridge that gap. Is we should regularly communicate the brand's vision through town hall meetings. We need to leverage the one-on-ones there, run company-wide events as well, or team building activities. Then what we also see another challenge to be the lack of leadership, as teams working offshore or remotely has tendencies to feel that they lack leaders as they don't see them very often compared to a normal setup, which is work in the office. Then what we see as a solution, or what we do here at Opti, is that we partner with our companies that they should consider appointing dedicated supervisors or managers to work with their team directly on a daily basis. And they should be able to also foster mentorship and leadership development. And lastly, that what I see here is that cultural differences. This is really huge, as this is a usual observation, when doing outsourcing business. But here at Opti, our solution is that we build into the plan or onboarding process a strong policy around cultural awareness and sensitivity. Then, of course, companies nowadays should be more inclusive so it can encourage cross cultural collaboration and understanding.
I loved how you brought together everything that a company should also anticipate and expect when working with an offshore team and setting it up. So it really comes across with your experience that these are the points that our partners need to consider before offshoring. So in your as a next step, what key insights should clients understand regarding their offshore staff, especially when it comes to working with Filipino team members? If Alvin, yes, you can.
Right. Well, the Philippines has quite cemented its place in the BPO landscape for years, and this actually brings pride to all of us, Filipinos. But when our partners find that our country has their offshoring solutions, it's imperative for them to know and understand our culture for a successful partnership. When first is English proficiency. We are known to be one of the countries in the Southeast Asian region to widely use English as our second language. And as this is the case, our partners will need to be extra patient as translation can get lost. So it's a must to use multiple avenue or communication channels, as mentioned previously. The other thing is office relationship and food. Filipinos love food. undeniably, and especially coffee, as evident in different coffee shops or bars mushrooming around these days. But leveraging this by holding regular team building activities or even team meetings as it fosters a more friendly and inclusive workplace. Another thing that I also talked about earlier is about culture sensitivity. We need to be more sensitive on how we Filipinos communicate. So we need to adjust the way we kind of interact with your staff. And then, of course, what we highly recommend is to celebrate diversity and in the workplace and be more inclusive. And the other thing is trust and empowerment. Empowerment is really key in every organization or every team across that will take more ownership of their work and to always recognize that their contributions are noticed, and that would also give them promote that we can also promote opportunities for growth.
Um,
Yep.
Valuing team members, their individuality, but also their strength is really key, and we really appreciate you sharing that. So, and now, Jela, I wanted to ask you your view. So,
Sure.
what factors contribute to the success of an offshore operation?
Thanks, Nat. Look, I believe both Tom and Alvin already given great insights. And as for me and in my experience, there really can be a lot of different factors that contributes to the success of the offshore operations. Top of mind will be effective communication. Next would be the strong project management, skilled workforce and support like us in OptiBPO, and of course, adhering to regulations and proper risk management strategies. Um, Adding on to that, I believe also that cost efficiency, technological advancements definitely plays a big factor in making sure that their offshore operations will run smoothly. And Alvin also touched on this very importantly, which is the cultural understanding in ensuring both of the onshore and offshore operations run smoothly. And of course, as we focus on these aspects and by continuously improving the processes, I believe that the businesses will be optimized and efficiently and succeed, of course, with their offshore ventures. Yeah.
And couldn't agree more in everything you pointed out. And I think that what's great to note is that all of the teams at OptiBPO are here to help, all the partners
Definitely.
to actually work on these different points, understand them, and really cultivate the relationships between the offshore and onshore teams. So it's
Yep.
a very, it's great to see that work happening on a daily basis. And so, Jela, to talk about that a little bit more, how does OptiBPO help clients cultivate these strong, productive relationships with their offshore teams?
Sure. Look, Nat, at OptiBPO, we definitely prioritize communication. It is a must for OptiBPO to have a strong communication, ultimately a transparency and collaboration to promote a very positive relationship, not just with our staff on the ground, but definitely our clients onshore. Our team of experienced professionals really make sure that we provide premium quality of services. That is why we focus on providing ongoing support and regular feedback to the team to ensure that alignment with their client goals. And also, OptiBPO helps our clients build successful partnership with their offshore teams so that we really give our best to create an open communication and mutual respect.
I think the passion that you have for what you do,
Yes.
and not just yourself, Jela, but the whole Opti team and everyone on the call today can really be felt. And that will definitely lead to very, very productive relationships between our onshore partners and their offshore teams. This has been a really enlightening episode. We're really learning a lot from you all. Unfortunately, we're coming to the end of our show, so I want to touch a bit about communication before we leave everyone today, because Filipinos are well known for having an excellent English proficiency. Can you share a little bit more about that? Alvin, are you able to tell us a little bit more?
Sure. I think what I can share with that is, as early as grade school. Most of our subjects are taught in English. I think that's where we have learned most of how we can communicate in English. Aside from that, I think Filipinos are very adaptable, and we have great influence of the American culture, given that they were here only for a shorter period of time. That's the irony of life, right? The Spanish or the Spaniards were here like for 300 years, but none of us are really fluent in Spanish. But with English, I think they have left very good marks in our lives that we kind of, feel that the language is really our second best language. So, yeah, at least that's, my insights on the level of proficiency in English. So, yeah.
Thank you everyone for your time today. It was really great to have you all share your insights and experience into offshoring operations. We look forward to working with you on our teams here onshore with your offshore teams. So that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for tuning in to optiMISE, your ultimate guide to optimizing your offshoring strategy. I hope today's discussion has shed light on the intricacies of managing offshore teams and provided valuable insights for optimizing your business operations. Remember, success in offshoring lies in effective planning, building, and managing of your dedicated teams. Join us next time as we delve deeper into the world of offshoring strategies. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Until then, this is Nat signing off. Stay tuned and keep optimizing with optiMISE.